we know that Mr. Brown would like to present Mr. Duno with an academic component for excellence.
Before we get into all the other items of it, this is my favorite thing. So, as you get to lead an organization, one of the things you have to have is your coin. You usually have 2 coins. You have the organizational coin, and then you have the personal coin. Tony, we just redesigned this, and I mentioned to your family earlier that you get to have serial number 2. There's a good serial number 1 for my father. You get that serial number 2. This coin can only be given by the director. It can only be given to somebody who's done something in service, which is recognized. That signifies the excellent work you've done in lifetime service. So, there's your coin for you to have, and thank you very much.
I will now read letters of appreciation received by Mr. Duno on the occasion of his retirement. The Presidential Certificate of Appreciation for Service in the Armed Forces of the United States of America to Mr. Duno. Certificate of Appreciation for Service in the Armed Forces of the United States of America. Mr. Anthony Duno, I extend to you my personal thanks and the sincere appreciation of a grateful nation for your contribution of honorable service to our country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history, with a devotion to duty and a spirit of sacrifice in keeping with the proud traditions of military service. Your commitment and dedication have been an inspiration for those who will follow in your footsteps, and for all Americans who will join me today in saluting you for a job extremely well done. My best wishes to you for happiness and success in the future. Signed, President Barack Obama, Commander-in-Chief. To Anthony Duno, congratulations on your well-deserved retirement. Rosalind and I are pleased to join your family, friends, and colleagues in recognizing your 70 years of outstanding federal service and dedication to the United States Army and Air Force. Please accept our warm best wishes for happiness on this special day and in the years ahead. Signed, sincerely, Jimmy Carter. Dear Anthony, Barbara and I are checking in to offer our personal congratulations on your upcoming retirement following an illustrious career of military and federal service that spans 7 decades. Wow, and well done. The Department of the Air Force is losing an outstanding public servant, but you leave with pride for having served with honor and distinction. I salute you and thank you. Good luck to you in whatever lies ahead. We Bushes wish you the very best. Signed, sincerely, George Bush. Dear Anthony, congratulations on your retirement from the Department of the Air Force. America's tradition of hard work has made our country strong, and you can be proud of your contribution to that legacy. Your dedication to the public is an inspiration to others. On behalf of all those who have benefited from your service, I thank you for a job well done. I wish you good health and every future happiness. Signed, sincerely, Bill Clinton. Dear Tony, congratulations on your retirement after 70 years of service to the United States. Thank you for devoting your career to serving your fellow Americans. Laura and I are delighted to join your family and friends recognizing you on this special occasion. As you celebrate this important milestone, I hope you take pride in your remarkable life and in your contributions to our country. The selflessness and courage of those who asked and served America during World War II helped save our nation and defend the ideals of our founding. Thank you for your service in the United States Armed Forces. I'm grateful for your example of patriotism. Laura and I send our best wishes as you begin your next chapter. May God bless you. Sincerely, George W. Bush. A letter of appreciation and a personal note from United States Senator, the Honorable Kelly Ayotte. Anthony, thank you for your courageous and dedicated service to our nation. God bless you. Signed, Kelly Ayotte, United States Senator. A letter from the Czech Republic Minister of Defense, the Honorable Martin Stopnitzky. Dear Sir, I would like to express my sincere gratitude for your contribution to the freedom of the former Czechoslovakia and by the extension of the Czech Republic that we know and live today. Your distinguished service under the courageous leadership of General George S. Patton, as well as your role in the post-World War II recovery of my country, is greatly appreciated and will not be forgotten. Furthermore, I applaud your 70-year-long concurrent service and wish you all the best for your upcoming retirement. Please accept, sir, the assurances of my highest consideration. Signed, the Czech Republic Minister of Defense, the Honorable Martin Stopnitzky. A letter of appreciation and certificate of service from the Secretary of the Air Force. Dear Tony, it is a rare occasion that I have the privilege of congratulating an Air Force employee for having served our country for 70 years. We are grateful for your tireless dedication and commitment. Please accept these certificates and a pin as tokens of our appreciation and recognition for your work. I hope they will serve as a reminder of the great airmen, military, and civilians you have met along the way. Thank you for your service and best wishes for the future. Signed, Deborah Lee James, Secretary of the Air Force. A letter of appreciation from the Chief of Staff of the United States Air Force. Dear Mr. Duno, on behalf of the United States Air Force and the airmen you served and inspired, congratulations on your retirement. I extend my sincere appreciation and respect for your 70 years of service, both in uniform and as an Air Force civilian, on what I know will be a wonderful day of celebration for you and your family. Joining the United States Army in 1944 and fighting in 4 out of the 5 European campaigns showed great bravery. But joining the Air Force Civil Service and continuing to serve at 91 years young demonstrates an exceptional devotion to our great nation. You could have pursued any profession, but countless airmen are the beneficiaries of your commitment to serve our United States Air Force. Thank you for your dedication to our country and for investing your life's work in the Air Force. We will cherish. Dawn and I wish you and your family the very best. Signed, sincerely, Dave Philippine, General, United States Air Force Chief of Staff. A letter of appreciation from Lieutenant General Maciello. Dear Tony, please accept on the occasion of your retirement my sincere appreciation and admiration for your 70-plus years of extraordinary service to our country. Your son-in-law, Jim Broadway, was telling me about your service and sent me an article concerning your retirement. It is remarkable all you have seen and done in your lifetime. As we look back at your amazing career from your start as an infantryman to your final job as lead residual value negotiator, we greatly appreciate the dedication and selfless sacrifice you gifted our great nation. Your lifelong accomplishments are pure examples of the Air Force's core values: integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. It is an honor to have served with you in the Air Force, and I hope who will hold integrity and professionalism as dear to their hearts as you do. Again, thank you for your service and best wishes for a long and happy retirement and continued success in whatever capacity you choose. Tony, keep aiming high. You set the benchmark for all to follow. Signed, most sincerely, Wendy M. Maciello, Lieutenant General, United States Air Force, Director, Defense Contracting Management Agency. Ladies and gentlemen, I will now ask you to rise as we present the Civilian Career Service Award to Mr. Duno. Citation to accompany the events of the Air Force Outstanding Civilian Career Service Award to Anthony Duno in recognition of his distinguished performance in support of the United States Air Force from 3 March 1950 to 1 November 2016, most notably as Real Property Specialist for United States Air Forces in Europe and the Air Force Civil Engineer Center, Air Force Installation and Mission Support Center, Air Force Material Command, Ramstein Air Base, Germany. In this role, Mr. Duno secured recruitment of Air Force investments abroad by facilitating return of excess installations to host nations in Europe, Africa, and the Middle East, generating a total of $1 billion in residual value payments. His superb negotiation skills derive maximum monetary benefit for the United States Air Force, enabling the financing of construction projects throughout the European theater and greatly enhanced quality of life for the Department of Defense overseas personnel. During this period, Mr. Duno's diplomacy and ingenuity contributed to the successful accomplishments of the Air Force mission. The distinctive accomplishments of Mr. Duno culminate a long and distinguished career with the United States government and reflect great credit upon himself and the United States Air Force. Thank you, Mr. Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Mr. Scott Vincent will now make a presentation on behalf of the men and women of the Air Force Civil Engineer Center, Europe's Dortmund.
I don't really think I need a microphone. So we in the office, and I haven't been here in this office very long, since about July, but I've had the pleasure of getting to know Tony and his family, and I certainly appreciate the opportunity, and I am exceptionally inspired to be around and work with somebody that has been serving their country for 2 decades longer than I've been alive. And it speaks to his values as a person and his dedication. And I don't have words like Mr. Brown to tell you what that means to me personally. But Tony, we got you a license plate, the traditional license plate. Kerfuffle is what it says, and there's a story behind that. But it reads, Anthony Duno, 12 February 1944 to 1 November 2016, in appreciation of your distinguished and dedicated service to the United States of America. He didn't serve just the Army, just the Air Force. He served his country with dedication, with pride, and with honor. I'm honored to have gotten to know him, and I encourage everybody here to, again, once again, on your way out, to say thank you for the tremendous sacrifice that he made to serve his country. I know everybody that's here is here because they want to honor him. So I thank everybody that came today. Just on behalf of my staff, and I know he has mentored and educated more people in his tenure than I'm ever going to have a chance to influence. So, Tony, thank you so much.
Scott, can we see it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Vincent. Next we have a presentation from Mr. David Walterscheid and Ms. Kathy Ward on behalf of the Air Force Civil Engineer Center Installations Director, Sam.
Mr. Duno, on behalf of Brian Brown, Chief of the Real Estate Management Division at the Air Force Civil Engineer Center, and our whole office, just a picture from our staff from our worldwide meeting that we had this summer to discuss real estate issues. Mr. Duno couldn't be there. We would have loved to have had him. But on behalf of all of us in the office, this is a picture from the conference, and everybody signed on the outside just as a small memento of gratitude and to thank you and to help you remember us.
Thank you, Mr. Walterscheid and Ms. Ward. Next, we have a presentation from the Director, Bundesanstalt für Immobilienaufgaben, Herr Dirk Haller.
I'm sorry, I prefer the German language. Ich bin einer der Menschen, mit denen Herr Duno verhandelt hat. Und ich bin auch gar nicht böse über die $1 Billion, die Wenn ich das richtig verstanden habe, ist das in der Rede vorhin angeklungen, in Ihrer Rede, was für ein angenehmer Verhandlungspartner ist, wie viel Zeit er sich gelassen hat, um faire Ergebnisse für beide Seiten zu finden. Und von der deutschen Seite kann ich das in der Tat bestätigen. Es ist ein Vergnügen, mit ihm zu verhandeln. Man findet stets faire, angemessene Ergebnisse für beide Seiten. Und von daher bedauere ich es sehr, dass er nun doch in den Ruhestand geht. Aber ich wünsche ihm alles Gute für die Zukunft und dass er seine Zeit genießen kann. Ich habe mitgebracht, Sie können es nicht sehen, ein Buch über Deutschland. Jetzt habe ich überlegt, dass Herr Duno schon länger in Deutschland ist. Dann weiß ich gar nicht, ob das so eine kluge Idee war im Nachhinein. Dennoch würde ich mich freuen, wenn Sie Spaß daran hätten. Ein Buch über Deutschland, ein Buch über Bonn, wo früher das Finanzministerium und heute unsere Zentrale ist, über das politische Bonn. Und nicht zu vergessen, es war vorhin von Getränken die Rede. Ich habe jetzt ein bisschen schlechtes Gewissen, weil es ist wirklich Alkohol. Aber in Maßen genossen ist es, glaube ich, doch immer gut, wenn man sich so ein kleines Gläschen am Abend eines Tages genießen kann. So, jetzt wo darf ich das hinstellen? Vielen Dank für die Zusammenarbeit, alles Gute für die Zukunft und es fällt mir sehr schwer, mir vorzustellen, dass Sie nicht als Verhandlungspartner zur Verfügung stehen.
Vielen Dank, Herr Hackmann. Finally, Mr. Brown will present a shadow box that culminates in Mr. Duno's 70 years of loyal and dedicated service to his country.
This is heavy. Let's get a picture. This is like a press conference. Everybody wants to get a picture of this. These, I think, are just an amazing way to recognize service. These shadow boxes that you'll want to come look at this. You'll see medals, you'll see mementos that will span 70 years. And I think there's a story about the flag. It's the flag that's flown. I don't have all the facts here, but I think it was flown about every significant event or place you've been involved in, including France, here, other places. Thank you. And so, flag has special meaning. Everything in the bottom part has a very special meaning. So please come and look at this before you leave today. This is a work of love to put these together and really recognize your accomplishments.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to introduce our guest of honor, Mr. Anthony Duno. Sir, the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank each and every one of you for being here today. I'm very touched by all of the hoopla, but they just did a job and loved every minute of it. I have a few presentations to make. Girls, please assist me.
On behalf of our dad and our entire family, we would like to extend a very warm thank you to Randy Brown. Our family has very much enjoyed meeting you at the Pentagon, and we appreciate your role here at Ramstein very much. Tanya, Sally, thank you for working tirelessly with Nancy and Jim for the past 10 months on telecoms, planning and coordinating, and being a fantastic AFCAP liaison at both the Pentagon and Ramstein ceremonies. Dan Schofield, thank you for ensuring that all of the moving pieces came together seamlessly, for going above and beyond for this day, and for being our good friend. for ensuring that our protocol needs were met. Your support was very much appreciated. Thank you, Casey Bauer and Kate, I don't want to butcher your name, for making this luncheon truly lovely for us today. It means so much to us. Is Casey here? Okay, we'll catch up with them. Each of you played an enormous part in orchestrating today's celebration honoring our dad, and we are enormously grateful. Thank you.
And now I'd like to share a presentation with you my son-in-law, Jim, made for this occasion.
Dan, could you help me go over the line?
We haven't seen her since she was 2 months old. We saw her at the Kate and I watched her. Yeah, with Kate and my sister. People are waiting in the Daddy, do you remember baby? Oh, first of
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, speaking of that, like you guys come back to America. It's been a long
They're starting that flag ceremony right now, so we're all coming. Everybody knows. Right here? Okay. Okay. We are here. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. May I have your attention? We will now begin the flag folding ceremony. As a reminder, military members in uniform are required to stand at attention throughout the flag folding. Advance the colors. For more than 200 years, the American flag has been the symbol of our nation's unity, as well as a source of pride and inspiration for millions of citizens. Born on June 14, 1777, the Second Continental Congress determined that the flag of the United States be 13 stripes, alternating between 7 red and 6 white, and that the Union be 13 stars, white and blue field, representing a new constellation. Between 1777 and 1960, the shape and design of the flag evolved into the flag presented before you today. The 13 horizontal stripes represented the original 13 colonies, while the stars represent the 50 states of the Union. The colors of the flag are symbolic as well. Red symbolizes hardiness and valor. White signifies purity and innocence. The blue represents vigilance, perseverance, and justice. Traditionally a symbol of liberty, the American flag has carried the message of freedom and inspired Americans both at home and abroad. In 1814, Francis Scott Key was so moved at seeing the Stars and Stripes waving after the British shelling of Baltimore's Fort McHenry that he wrote the words to the Star-Spangled Banner. In 1892, the flag inspired Francis Bellamy to write the Pledge of Allegiance, our most famous flag salute and patriotic oath. In July 1969, the American flag was flown in space when Neil Armstrong planted it on the surface of the moon. Today, our flag flies on constellations of Air Force satellites that circle our globe, and on the twin
flash of our aircraft in harm's way in every corner of the world. Indeed, it flies in the heart of every airman who serves our great nation. The sun never sets on our U.S. Air Force, nor on the flag we so proudly cherish. Since 1776, no generation of Americans has been spared the responsibility of defending freedom. Today's airmen remain committed to preserving the freedom that others won for us for generations to come. By displaying the flag and giving it a distinctive fold, we show respect to the flag and express our gratitude to those individuals who fought and continue to fight for the freedom at home and abroad. Since the dawn of the 20th century, airmen have proudly flown the flag in every major conflict on lands and skies around the world. It is their responsibility and our responsibility to continue to protect and preserve the rights, privileges, and freedoms that we as Americans enjoy today. The United States flag represents who we are. It stands for the freedom we all share and the pride and patriotism we feel for our country. We cherish its legacy as a beacon of hope to one and all. Long may it wave.
Please, be nice to the kids. And just treasure them, because what you do, they're gone. And that event I found my own kids, that if it wasn't for the fact that I had them under my tongue, so to speak, it would never have been. So I God bless all of you. Jay, have a great time working with you.
Yeah, he's right there.
Hope solar leben.
Hope solar leben. Hope solar leben.
Oh. The same sort of notes, of course, too.
I've got to do. Thank you, John. See you, Daddy. Thank you, John. And dessert is on the. We have delicious dessert to follow. Let me.